being all dead, but I certainly am. It is a tragedy here, guys. We're in the Shanghai Major EU qualifier. We have Navi versus Team Empire, and oh man, we're pitting all teammates against one another. We have Mr. 4 on Empire. We have votes. We have Phonic Dota versus Dandemon and his new buddies. He has found new friends, and so as a host, it is going to be sad. Whoever wins, I'm gonna shed a tear. But then again, you're gonna have good old CIS Dota. It's Navi everywhere, guys. I'm not gonna be alone. I'm gonna be here with Danny. I refuse to pronounce her real name now because it's too damn difficult. I'm Lysander myself, and I'm glad to join you guys for this broadcast. It's a BO2. It's going to be exciting.
You don't have to be sad. It could go 1-1. So, in theory, you could still be neutral on this. It's fine.
No, the scores cannot allow it. I think
the scores cannot allow it?
If they go 1-1, there might be... Okay. Wait, no, okay. If they go 1-1, Navi is safe, I think. Because Navi is at 5 points. Team Spirit is untouchable right now, I think, with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. Navi at 2-1 and 0 now. They're playing one more game, so if they win this, I have Team Spirit for first place, and Empire, I think, are out.
5 seconds.
If there's a draw, we might have some problems down the road, because Team Empire still has one more game they could play against Mama's Boys.
So,
is that it? Yeah, I think, yeah.
For Navi to guarantee their place, they have to win this series 2-0.
Yeah, if they win this, I think Empire are out for good, for sure. But if they draw, we might have a tiebreaker if Team Empire 2-0's Mama's Boys.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, just see what happens. What happens. Lots of push actually being drafted here by Empire. Lone Druid and Death Prophet. We very rarely see Death Prophet already, and to see Empire drafted with a Lone Druid is an absolute treat.
Oh, Lone Druid is insane right now. I don't know about the pros' take on it, but I don't know. I felt the power of that hero now, and perhaps I've seen some highlight reels of what's the 8K MMR guy, Miracle. Yeah, Miracle's games, and yeah, it's convinced me that hero is pretty good now with that HP buff. Ultimate Savage Raw is one of a kind, I tell you. It's one of a kind. In terms of escape, you have it on your bear, you have it in your main hero, so it's almost certain that you get it off in a fight, being able to scatter the enemy in the team fight, making them run in ridiculous directions can be pretty big. And yeah, Oracle as well, so all the new heroes, Team Empire, embracing 6.86.
Yeah, Navi in the meantime, they've gone for all, you could say, more of the older heroes or heroes that we see more often previously. Sand King being one of the newer heroes to sort of come up. He didn't disappear before. He was just such a niche pick, so not bad to have the Sand King. But I'm expecting a lot of aggression from Navi. They've got the global presence of both a Spirit Breaker and an Ancient Apparition's Ice Blast. They've got a mobile Ember Spirit. Oh, this is just full-on wombo combo. Oh, this is going to be fun for Navi. But this means they need to play aggressive against Empire. If Empire gets good lanes, then they just push.
Yeah, Oracle is going to ruin lanes for sure. No doubt. I mean, Oracle is it's a really complex hero to understand. But if you distill it to its rawest of essences, it's pretty much charged up purge that you can use in friends, a spell that makes you immune to magic, but more physical, or anything, more of everything else, and OP and P.
OP and OP.
Yeah,
I'd say Bane. Bane would be worse than Oracle, especially during the laning phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a mix of both. Oracle's really good against Ember Spirit as well. His first skill removes Ember Shield, or the Flame Guard. So.
And Fate's Edict as well prevents Ember Spirit from doing any sleight of fist damage, if you didn't know.
So, Empire are dirty counter pickers, and well, for good reason. They do need a 2-0 to advance for sure, or at least force a tie, I believe. And this is going to be interesting. The Navi lineup has some really strong heroes. Spirit Breaker, coupled up with Ancient Apparition later on, has some close potential. Ember Spirit with Magnus doesn't need any introduction, and Nico Sand King. I talked about this last game, we get to see it now. And that guy Sand King, one of a kind.
Soniku, Soniku in general as a support player, I would rate him as one of the best support players in the world right now. Just the way he plays, it's really wonderful. Empire going for extra armor with this spin as well.
Yeah.
Rather interesting.
I feel like this draft is never seen. Like, out of these 5 heroes on Empire, all 5 of them didn't exist in 6.5. Maybe Bane.
It was just Bane.
Am I wrong?
Bane definitely existed. He came in towards the tail end of the last patch, but all of the rest of these heroes never existed. Like Oracle wasn't even in Captain's mode.
Yeah. So yeah, all right. So Empire playing full on 6.86, Navi playing good old CIS Dota. I would say that is a very CIS draft, very aggression oriented, and Dandy making some rounds. And at Magnus, I heard the double RP salvaged that game against the pretty impressive Team Spirit rather, and managed to get their only win against only loss on Team Spirit. So Team Spirit locked up their only game to Navi because of Dandy's Magnus, from what I heard. I didn't actually catch the game live, which is I've got to watch the VODs, but I'm sure it was amazing.
I'll definitely take a look at it. We are in the game now. Everyone's just sort of picking up their heroes. We didn't do player introductions last game. Should we do it this game?
Definitely. Go for it.
Alright, so I'll do Empire. Who is going to be on the Radiant squad for today? We've got Funnick handling our Lone Druid Resolution on our Death Prophet, No Fear on the Bane, Alosha on the Oracle, and we're waiting for the last person to load in, and it is Havost on the Sven.
Sounds like a kind of hero. Beef up, throw the hammer, and run in. And Navi, of course, are looking to curb this kind of aggression, or this 6.86 pipe dream. We have Expo on Spirit Breaker, Dandy on his Magnus with the gold chains, Art Style on the Ancient Apparition, your Raw, Spirit, and Soniko on that Sand King. Did your Raw? I expect some rapiers from him. That's how he builds Ember Spirit. Win or lose, he goes rapier. Guy, he takes the Ember play to a whole new level. You know, he doesn't play it like EE does. He plays it his own way, and it's something to behold. But I'm just excited for Soniko, Sand King. And again, who wouldn't be? You did mention he was one of the better supports in the scene right now. I find it hard to disagree. If you said who was best, maybe I'd argue with you. But one of the best, definitely up there.
Calling him the best would be an overstatement. I don't want to say that to any players, but it's hard to say who's the best in the world. So I'll leave that spot open for whoever wins.
Alright, so waiting for Havost at his computer, I believe. He's not DC'd out, so I'm not really sure what happened. Havost maybe wants some tactical timeouts. Get this game plan in. Yes, as we say. He comes in. So, Mr. 4, he is back.
Oh god, is he still considered 4? Hasn't the number changed yet?
Oh, is it never changed?
No?
Nope.
I thought he would at least get a promotion.
Sometimes he's 4.5, and oftentimes right when we promote him, he proves it's a 4. And hey, 4 could be great too. If it's 4 out of 4, I rate it excellent. And well, we'll see. I think 4 is maximum number. He can go below that, but never above 4. It is full marks, and his Sven looking pretty mighty with the skull shield, the face, shoulder pauldron.
The shoulder piece looks sick.
Yeah, it looks pretty insane. It looked like he mixed and matched a bit of fear, of TI, a little bit of whatever that is. So looking forward to this game. I rarely see the Sven. Expect to see the Sven on the Magnus team actually. Okay, are we gonna speed things up here? No, we're going for that disable Soniko. Just dodges it, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So Sandstorm level 1, so we will not be seeing that kind of crazy aggression from him early game again. We will see this bear getting pummeled.
It's fine. It's got 1.4k HP, 3 armor,
and no eyes.
30 and seconds to no pupils. He has eyes. There's just no pupils.
Right. All right.
I guess.
So Empire versus Navi. You gotta say it. Pick one. Who's gonna win? No such thing as a draw.
Who was gonna?
If it's a draw, we're both wrong.
Draft-wise, I would say Navi.
Okay. Alright.
Can bring it late, they can definitely win.
I'm excited to see how this new Death Prophet works out. I mean, she used to have abysmal move speed 280, now it's 310. That's 30 increase in move speed. I think no one ever got such a huge buff in move speed because, of course, the witchcraft is now removed from her, so the base speed has been just upped to compensate. But I think the main issue with Crypt Swarm now is that the mana cost has been is no longer reduced because of the removal of witchcraft. So Crypt Swarm does cost a lot for 300 nuke. So Resolution, he's got to find a proper way to deal with this mana loss. So Dandy going to be facing up against two guys in the middle lane. Not going to be too happy about that, but luckily he has one of the cheapest spammable nukes in the game as well as a bottle level 1. So should be okay for Dandy, but poor him getting punched here by this Bane Elemental, controlling tower aggro really well here.
Well, you have to do this, so if you want to make this push happen, give Resolution the best possible start, and then with that you get the level 6 early, and then you can make the push happen.
Here?
Sonic almost dead. Alicia can only look on. Other people have friends coming in.
Trying to deward one another.
Oh, can you get brace that? No, he won't die.
Whoa. But yeah, he wouldn't die. Overhype, part of my job. But no fear, he's gonna just run away now because his presence has been known. But did you run? They go for the stun, then they go for the punch. Is there gonna be enough? That first blood? Lucia getting a kill, and Zoniko might go down as well. Scorpion gets poked there by the Bane. The armor boost from her boast is gonna be more than enough there. He doesn't get any kills, but he gets the dive, and that is what he lives for. Show team fight recap. That's $400 down the drain. Na'Vi trail 2-0.
But this is the disadvantage to Navi's lanes. They've got a Sand King who is only level 1, so in a tri-lane scenario, Sonico can't really do anything. Ancient Apparition's okay, it's just if AA gets jumped on, he is very fragile and has no escape. And Ember Spirit, with only level 1 Searing Chain's probably going to go for the second point into Flame Guard at some point, unless you're going to put it into stats. No, he's just holding it. This lane for Navi is very weak. So they're trying to hope that their other lanes are going to be able to make up for it. Spirit Breaker lane, not the best against a lone druid, unfortunately. Is CSing alright, but he's way behind Funnick. So Spirit Breaker not really going to make up that lane. And then you look at...
He just needs the levels.
Yeah. Then you take a look at Dandy in the mid lane. He's been harassed by Bane, but he is not in a terrible position. So they can come back off the back of a couple of good team fights, but for the first 5 minutes, you have to say that Navi will have a very rough life.
Yeah, look at Dandy using his manservant Zoniko to fill his bottle for him. So not wanting to waste an inch of EXP here. Resolution, a formidable mid player. You're gonna take quite a bit of effort to beat him one-on-one. Of course, the new Siphon Soul, I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. But meanwhile, never mind, top lane Navi getting dope once again. This Oracle and Bane lineup just pushing real hard into their face. They lose Bane though because of the Ember Shield. But here comes the charge. Hevos is in trouble. He does have stick charges. He does have a mango. The hammer is coming up cooldown in 3 seconds. Are we gonna find a kill there? No, there will be a stun from Lucia, or rather a purge, and it'll lock him down. So the push does stop. Exmo is forced to TP out, but Zoniko is there to join him. So perfect cycling of EXP here. Very well done, and they actually rotate fully. The AA as well as Sand King, looking to put some pressure on Funnick. You said he had too much free space, so you're gonna cut some away from him now.
But it's the supports that are going to be down here. It's not the Spirit Breaker. Are they changing roles, or are they just going to change up the lanes to give EXP? Seems like they're just going to give EXP to Sonico and the Sand King, which I can agree with. Oh god. Nope. That's fine.
Balance in all things. He's going to be fine. Yeah, before we got rudely interrupted, what do you think of Spirit Siphon?
Spirit Siphon, I haven't seen many Death Prophet games, but it doesn't really seem to be that big of a spell for Death Prophet. Just because, yeah, you could probably chase someone with Spirit Siphon, but it doesn't change the dynamic of Death Prophet. She still has the same problems. She still has low strength gain, she's still very squishy. If someone chases her down...
You don't think the heal well, don't you think the heal compensates it a little bit, or is it not enough, you feel, based on the numbers? Just a rough look. I mean, the numbers haven't been crunched for sure.
In a late game scenario, I can see it being great. It's just this early on, you're so fragile. Amount of HP is just so minuscule.
Yeah, team skipping points in silence as well. I think the skill points early game really important. Do we maybe look towards skipping ulti at some point? Maybe get it at level 8, level 7. Some heroes tend to do that, get that level 4 on a certain spell right away. I can see Siphon Soul being really strong at level 4 because of the slow being at 20% the HP drain. But then again, you did say it's a late game scaling. It's also important to note it's a pure damage nuke. And okay, Alusha getting a kill there on the top lane once again. TheNewMeta not having the best start here. 1-2 and 0 so far. So this aggressive tri lane, expect nothing less from her host. It's going to be pushing Navi's buttons, that's for sure.
Yeah, they've really had a very weak laning phase, and unfortunately for them, they don't have the best supports when it comes to rotating into grabbing kills, because for them to do that, they have to also bring in the Spirit Breaker, so you're investing possibly 3 to 4 heroes for 1 kill. Havost is not an easy kill here. They try, but he just pops Warcry, and then all of a sudden 15 armor. There's just no damage output for Navi to really take down Havost here.
It's weird, but here comes Death Prophet going in onto Dendi there, popping out of Invis Rune. I thought he was going to use it and hit up top, but no, it's not going to be the case there. Oh, the Savage Roar going out onto Sonico there, trying to dodge the Bear's ganks right now. The Spirit Bear taking a lot of tower damage. Power Strike could come. He does land on the Bear. 300
nice.
bucks to this lucky winner right here. The Scorpion makes a killing out of that, and oh, misplay there from Funny. Gonna lose a chunk of health as well as feeding a bag of gold over to that offlaner Sand King right now. So Sonico finding the goods.
That's definitely going to help him out. Going to finish up Tranquil Boots first. So he's not going to save up entirely for a Blink Dagger. It seems like he wants to gank for it. Bane's fine. He's fine.
Self sleeps, so pretty good. Then do you think he goes Arcane's first, or is that a Blink Rush? You smell.
Did you say Dendi? Oh, Dendi. Oops,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong player. For this game, they really need the momentum. Blink Dagger would be huge. Arcane Boots would help him as well, but I think they need the initiation more, because Spirit Breaker initiation here is not enough. They need that massive RP into Burrow Strike combo.
Alright, so the Sand King is not getting his Blink just yet. No, still quite a ways. We do often see him go for a, okay, this is a bad fight for Empire. The thing, they are going to get charged down. No fear, want to lose his life, but nice purge there. And the shielding, but Sonico with that Burrow Strike traps it. 2 of them in there. The ERP is there. Skewer pushes them back a short distance, but it's more than enough. Havost gonna go down, melting with his teammate. TheNewMeta secures that, but here comes the Oracle gang as well. Triple for TheNewMeta, and that is all that early game advantage just melting away in face of balance and all things. And TheNewMeta 4-2 and 1 right now. He has 1,300 bucks. We'll see what he builds towards. Boots of Travel seems to be the way Ember Spirits are played nowadays, but I do miss the good old drums trends.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go Boots of Travels this game. I don't think Empire is going to really allow an Ember Spirit to play so greedy getting Boots of Travels. I would still like, I think this game, definitely pick up treads. Pick up those fighting items, because considering how they had a really good team fight then, if they can get the early items on Dendi, as well as getting the blink on Sonico, Ember Spirit doesn't have to fight with a Battle Fury. You can just have Dendi empower him, come in for the team fights, maybe grab a Crystallis first, so you can sort of skip the Battle Fury this game to fight Empire, because you know they want to push, and if they're pushing, they're gonna come to you.
Yeah, that's a nice point. Oh, Resolution is running up the high ground there, not even watching his high ground, gonna get backstabbed there by that Magnet, but for now, getting bluffed by the Oracle, rooting games once again for the enemy team, but here comes Spirit Breaker to secure that with a 17% bash. Empire gonna be forcing back with those 2 supports, but not gonna be able to do much as the Spirit Breaker, quite an imposing force, and we did see the Spirit Siphon actually cause quite a bit of a difficult time here for Navi, chasing him down with that slow movement speed as well as that constant regenerating life.
Yeah, it was a bit of a nuisance, but it doesn't matter. It still doesn't solve the problem that Death Prophet has no mobility outside of just, walking around. So, level 8 has the ults. Does Empire make a push happen, or would you say that they're a little bit afraid of Navi now because that they lost one major team fight?
I think they should be really afraid when the Blink Daggers come online. I think that right now they can still try and eke out some kind of tower advantage here from Navi, but we'll get to it fast because Sand King has purchased up his Soul Ring, so his mana problems are semi-solved. But I think the most important thing would be Dendi's Blink Dagger and Sand King's Blink Dagger. But Dendi's Blink Dagger is going to be first sign for them to watch their asses, and now Sonico
Sonico!
Enthusiastic about that tower defense. Gonna lose his life, and that's tier 1. So yeah, fear Navi. I don't think Empire knows that word. I mean, look at Bane. Just look at Bane.
Look at Bane. Just look at him.
Oh,
Oh, look at us get the bear in. Oh, no entangle. If they got the first hit entangle onto Dandy, that would have been so clutch for Funnick.
Yeah, pure skill. But unfortunately, he isn't a certain alliance player, so he doesn't have such control over his bear. We're gonna start with Natus strike. No, we will not. No fear walks right into the ice blast. Easy kill there. And the
Tower's in deny range. 8 HP. They didn't even get the tower. They could lose resolution as well. He's got no silence, no ulti. Soul cycle.
Don't forget. Purges away the shield. And now Vincere in trouble. Gets purified. And Expo sees a big fat bear looking to cause some trouble there. Immediate use of that false promise, trying to get something done here. And yeah, that's gonna be a charge away. He only charges to the mid lane though. Here comes the Cypher. Soul will drain his life there, and the Storm Hammer gonna be in range, and that's an easy Crypt Swarm. Another kill here. Na'Vi losing heroes left, right, and center, pushing a little bit too far out of their comfort zone and getting picked off, punished. Well, Helm of Iron will for Ancient Apparition. Is that a Veil? There's a Veil coming up.
Yeah, quite possibly be a Veil. So it means that if Arthdale picks up this Veil, it means that AA is not going to be farming halfway across the map. He's going to be with the team. Which, it's okay, you're just not going to get those massive ice blasts. They don't have that much damage output in terms of magical damage though. So, yeah, this is a questionable item pickup too. You don't have many heroes that are going to catch
It helps with the Sand King and Shockwave.
It's just the Sand King and the Shockwave though. That's the big thing. You're investing so much gold into an item to only benefit 2 heroes. If it was maybe 4 heroes or your entire draft, then I could understand it. But this is a bit questionable. I could look for something else.
I say it's questionable because AA should be working towards his Aghanims, because that's arguably the best item the AA could have. But then again, we're not pro players, you know, as a lot of people like to tell us, you know, you're just casters. So yeah, there might be another reason behind this. We do see Sand Kings get killed sometimes because it does tie in so much with the Epicenter. With Epicenter is such a huge AoE teamfight ultimate, you actually you're actually justified buying the Veil for Sand King. So with that AA purchasing up for him, you can leave the opening for Sand King to get other things like his Blink First or his Aghanims or the Aether Lens that we all want to see so much. So I think getting the Veil is not too bad, but I feel like the Aghanim Scepter would have been the option that I would have gone for. The long durations on the Ice Blast Shatter is just too good to pass off. Prevents healing from Death Prophet, prevents healing from Bane, Oracle, all the good stuff.
Someone is saying that Veil is 15% of any damage source. Hang on. I gotta take a look at this. It is...
Pretty sure it's not.
It's only magical damage.
Yeah.
It says increased magic damage. So, I have no idea what they're talking about. That's alright. It's fine, it happens. Any magical damage that Veil Discord would benefit.
I don't know why I checked, you know, because I should have known that because I play Zeus a lot, so I would know that the Veil does not buff anything else but magic. But hey, benefit of the doubt. So Empire, we're gonna look at last hits. No, net worth right now. 5,006 on both Lone Druid as well as Resolution. They had some tricky lanes, but now everything seems to be falling in order. And Ember Spirit decided not to listen to you because he's the pro player. He's got himself a boost of travel.
Oh, the stun!
Oh, the stun will actually catch him out now. Havos supposed to lose his life, or is the armor gonna be too much there for Na'Vi? Yep, plus 20.
Oh, Genji. Genji is waiting.
Purified. Genji. Oh, the RP coming in. Now here comes Ninja Ra with his contribution. The Burrow Strike though. Havos should just peace out right now. Leave the Oracle to die. That orange ball that means boom. Yeah, boom he will go. And Havos will run away with his DP. But otherwise, Na'Vi scoring big there. 1,600 gold change. We might see Roshan. Nope, no Roshan heroes. But we do see Soniko pick up more money with that assist gold. And Dendi, RPs, really been on point. You know, there was this point in my Na'Vi viewing experience where I would hate it when Dendi picked up Magnus because he was so bad on the hero. Just messed up non-stop. But that was years ago. Now, after years of fumbling about, he has actually made quite a name for himself on that Magnus. That hero is actually really good at turning games around.
That phase was when Magnus was first sort of popular in the meta. It was the Sven Magnus meta when Dandy started to learn the Magnus. And when he had a couple of fumbles. It's good now. It's fine. He knows the hero. We've got a 3-man rotation. Got 2 smoked up. Resolution sort of walking in lane, and they could run into 2 here. Sonic can be the first one to spot them out. And Sonico? Oh, just
Houdini.
out of range. Very nice. Very nice.
Alright, Sand King. Really hard hero to get, and if you're fast, even harder to get. The Resolution, pop that ultimate, just wants to challenge this tier 2 tower. Once again, the silencers land on him though, so Nico in trouble. Here comes the big wrapping round as well. Burst right into the trees. Do they see him though? Oh, the spirit's not enough. Oh man, this guy. Avoiding death twice in a row, making space, but they will lose this tier 2 tower, I think. Spirit Bear, really merciless towards towers. They popped the glyph, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Dinya Ra under the vision of this wall. There is a grip coming in. Dinya Ra to save the backline Spirit. He does not, and he didn't even turn on the shield, but here comes that Spirit Breaker. No nonsense whatsoever. Dinya Ra even gets out of there. The Brain Sap, not enough time, and here comes the Ice Blast. It will miss, but he will strike past both of them. So Nico with the double kill, the Barrel Strike in time to bail his carry out. But the prop should go to Expo and that Spirit Breaker with a timely ultimate, taking out that Sven from the fight, and well, in the end, managing to save their carry. So Dinya Ra gonna survive once again, going unpunished with this boost of travel. Here comes the Savage Roar, pushes the Spirit Breaker the wrong way. Arts out, tried with the Veil already, but Dandy's here, and I don't think, okay, never mind. Spares his good old friends, Funnick, and well, Dandy, look away now. He is going for 4 staff as well, though.
Just another item for mobility for Dandy at this point. So if he gets hit with anything, just sort of 4 staff in, 4 staff out. It's all good. This is going according to plan for Na'Vi. Oh, I don't know why I was going to say Dandy. But for
Dandy
Empire...
is Na'Vi, you should know that.
Well, he is the face of Na'Vi to a certain point. Whereas you look at Empire, and they drafted a lineup that typically wants to push sooner. You have a Sven that can also, you know, he's also decent in a late game scenario too. You can't count out the fact that there's also going to be the God Strength, the BKB picked up, and he doesn't need much to come online. But in terms of scaling, Na'Vi's lineup scales much better compared to Empire. Because Oracle and Bane's okay. He's great when it comes to utility. He doesn't really scale in terms of damage output. He's still great utility. Oracle, he can't really rely on Purifying Flames on the carries that much. He's going to be mostly there for the False Promise. Sort of like a Dazzle if you want to make a comparison for heroes. But farm on the Lone Druid, like Funnick, only has... What's he got? He's got almost a Radiance on the Bear, which will help the split push.
Cancel Blink Daggers, I think. That's the big thing on the tanking. Yeah.
The Bear's not always going to be there to scout out the Sand King and the Magnus, though. He's also going to want that in the middle of the fights, too.
The thing is that a lot of times you see the Blinks are, well, they're middle to short range, so most of the time the Radiance is in the area of effect for any Sand Kings hiding in trees or Magnus is hiding in trees. It really just makes the positioning for Navi's Blinkers a lot more awkward because they have to stay really far out of the fights if they don't want to risk RPing the ground. I think it's really strong against Blinkers. Radiance, of course, strong already on Bear because of the split push potential, but even stronger because of the Blink cancels, some huge cancels. I wouldn't be surprised if Dandy RPs the ground more than once this game.
No, he shouldn't RP the ground more than once first time he sees it. If he hasn't seen it in the first fight, Resolution.
Yeah, come and help your friend. The RP, the vacuum cleaner. Grabs them all, and the Ice Blast, though, it's gonna miss. So Dandy with the boo-boo, but never mind, Spirit Breaker is here to clean up on L3. And Resolution, he won't use Scepter himself. What the heck? Death-defying hacks right there. He does get out of there, so Nico epicenters the ground. It will not be a kill. I feel like that was a bug, but he must have timed that Yules right as he blew up. Otherwise, I'm not sure how he did it. Otherwise, maybe not enough damage. But Havos, he's gonna get Power Struck up. There's the Shockwave, gonna tase him up a little bit. Are they gonna chase him down? Charges in 3 seconds, but nope, Dandy. He has the ball to kill his own teammates, and there he goes, all teammate down, Shockwave. Both murdered in cold blood in forests, and no, Empire down to 3 heroes on the map. The team fight recap showing more Na'Vi favorite. But hey, 1005 gold only because DP and the Lone Druid have been keeping up on their farm.
But is it going to be enough though? The Death Prophet's going for BKB first, which will help Resolution's survivability, but it's not really helping out when it comes to team fights. Like, he's going to survive a little bit longer. RP doesn't care about BKB. So this game, it's not bad to have the BKB. It just means that he won't have those other items to help in the team fight. It's just more or less to help himself.
And you're building towards that Battle Fury now, so gonna have an extra cleave going on here, and it's pretty scary with the combos that have been working out so far. Art styles, dunks haven't been really on point. Then these RPs need to be a little bit more centralized, but even just getting the shaving on them, applying the debuff is huge enough because they can't regen with the Oracle. You saw him the last fight, he tried to save Resolution, but Resolution did get out eventually, but yeah, it is gonna make it tricky. Now Art style gonna get blown up right off the bat, so chance at all, but a smoke gang on a lowly ancient apparition, you could argue not the most worthwhile.
I think at this point they just need to scrape together anything that they can. Just any little kill, considering how the fights are happening. Dandy's on the high ground, and he sees Resolution coming in from the sidelines.
That's really...
nice silence.
Forward. And now Resolution gonna get caught out, but now the RP, the vacuum cleaner once again, Dondo skewers them forward a little bit, but they are losing a lot of life there. That's a lot of damage. Going down here to Radiance, is going to be doing so much damage. They lose all their heroes in the front lines, only Sanking and Ancient Apparition back in this. Was that lag? Oh no. That was a crucial fight to lose, and they lost it hard. RP was good, but hey, it turned out to be a bait. The Death Prophet able to tank through all that damage. Spirit Bear, Oracle, and Bane surviving through the initial burst as well. Could be because Sadeko wasn't there to follow up, I think.
Yeah, this is also going to guarantee a T2 for Empire. What is the Death Prophet's ult duration? Halfway through. They could make a little push on the... Actually, would you push high ground that there's no RP?
Yeah, I think you should try and force out buybacks at least. You have a bear, you have a resummon on the bear.
There's no buybacks on anyone.
It's definitely going to be... that's definitely going to be a base push, I think, unless they lose heroes now, which I find a little bit improbable. I guess a good Ice Blast into Power Effect could take out the two supports in the back, but it does seem really improbable. There is Epicenter though, so maybe, we'll see.
We'll have to see. And instead they're going to back up?
Yeah. Don't want to take that risk. They do not know, unlike us, about the buyback. Yeah, about the buyback, so they're going to go for the safe play, take that last tier 2 on the map, earn more gold, get further ahead, as Artosis from StarCraft would say.
Okay, so we got Suniko. He's getting into position, he has Epi ready, but look at the positioning of Empire. They're spreading out, they know that he's going to be hiding around the corner. Just Burrow Strike onto the bear, and everyone at Empire is retreating. There is a charge.
Cows coming
Did they commit?
Oh, Resolution. No, sir.
Just much safer. Better if they didn't go in. But good fight for Empire. They take T2. They take nothing else, but I think at this point, super happy with this. Roche is not 100% under their control. They don't have any wards up either, so it looks like Roche isn't going to be something that they want to jump on. Instead, they tried to go on the Emperor Spirit, who just remnants back home. It's no big deal. I didn't have his remnants in the previous fight, though. That was the only reason he died.
Yeah. And I think the reason he jumped in without a remnant was because he jumped in with a remnant, thinking they won the fight with a huge RP. But in the end, pauses.
Oh dear.
I think Sanking might be having some problems, so I'm not sure what's happening here. They do have some stuttery connection maybe, but Suniko got a farm in the middle lane. He has gone for 4-star Blink Dagger, so good old Sanking. None of that new age stuff with the Agadams and 8 Lens. Dendy going into that Roche pit thinking about it, but they don't really have the heroes to work on this.
No, they don't. They don't even have a medallion. So getting through Roche might take a little bit too long. And Empire obviously having great Roshan potential, but just because they have all of these heroes that can capitalize on the small gap. You could say the same for Na'Vi as well, but you still don't want to be standing under a potential spend maybe 3 to 4 hero Stormhammer.
I think Habos wishes he has Dandy on his team though. He even picked a hero that was good on Na'Vi. Because this Sven is just an excellent hero with Magnus. He's alright without movement speed and blink. He is not the best. He's very tanky, he's got a good cleave, but he just can't get to his target. So he'll need someone to hold him down, and that someone's gotta be Funnick. It's gotta be someone. Gotta be Bane, maybe getting that grip off on a key target, allowing Havos to just wheel at him. Because right now Havos didn't go for any attack speed. Oh,
They know
Dendi!
where Dendi
Oh
is.
no! Know who you are, and nope, Dendi gotta blink away.
They saw him go into the tree line. They kept picking it out and they wanted to try and find him.
Alright, they're going for another push, so we might see another tussle happening here bottom once again. Do Na'Vi contest this is the question. Hira still farming here, he doesn't have his Battle Fury, he almost has it though. He goal to go, and he does. There we go. Picking it up, it might help for that push, but Axmo getting caught out there by that purge. Resolution, the Barrel Strike gonna miss there for Sonico, he's gonna back off, not wanting to overcommit. And Basic Tower was gonna fall, so they're gonna do this piece by piece. Empire, like I said, they need that 2-0 win to have a safe spot in that qualifier promotion. Otherwise, they are at risk of being eliminated from the Shanghai Majors. So, gotta play really carefully here. That's why we didn't see that push up there in the middle lane. We didn't see this Roshan being attempted because they don't want to risk it. It's pretty much that. Name of the game.
Oh, but look at Na'Vi. They're smoking and they see Resolution. Can they get him in time? BKB deployed. Oh, they get the RP on the tree. Epi has been deployed as well, but BKB's already deployed out. Resolution has no ult. Can they actually take him out though? Sonico's the first one to drop. Jinkira, he's going to be gripped up and taken down too. Na'Vi, too aggressive in their rotation. Unfortunately, they get caught out. The Yules as well onto AA. They get another kill on top of this. And only Sonico has buyback on Na'Vi. So this is going to be a guaranteed rush. Yeah, guaranteed
lose
rush.
Roshan, and that BKB pickup from Death Prophets. Often you might see some greediness coming out from DP players, pick up the Eels, then going to something like a Bloodstone or Shiva's Guard to just up that mana pool, but no, Resolution is no nonsense. It goes for that BKB because he knows it's what is going to save him. Just needs to survive the initial RP lockdown, and then the rest can be bailed out. Oh, from a
Dendi!
The rest can be bailed out from Oracle, but then he might have just lost his life here. He is going to be losing a lot of his life. Gets purified there, but no fear might die to Roshan. And no, the aggroed, and he will actually live to fight another day. But Dendi, with that sacrifice, did buy his team time to contest that Roshan. So Empire are going to back off now. So Dendi, you could say that he died for a good cause.
Died for a good cause. I'd say it was worth it, just to not give them Aegis, just give your life away. He has buyback as well, I think, so if Empire did want to go back in, Na'Vi would definitely try and contest it. No RP though. Maybe not. Never mind. He wouldn't have.
I still think that this high ground is going to be really difficult. With Na'Vi having did Yara with their Battle Fury and power, it's super tough to push up high ground there, unless they do something silly like at that Roche fight earlier on, and Sonico find a bear. Have no means of killing it right now.
Can only look on and say, well, this is not going to be a fun game. Can we take a look at item progression here? Are we seeing any major item pickups? They'll be coming up soon for Empire. They've got the makings of a pipe on the Oracle. There's a blink on Sven. It's in his stash, so it needs to be delivered. Roche attempt again. And it looks like Na'Vi, do they know this is happening? It's sort of spread all over the place. They won't know. Looks like they might have an idea.
It's too late though.
Yeah.
We gotta try again. Dendi, teammate, calls out to him. Like, psst, psst, Dondo, I have Aegis for you. No fear. Oh no, grabs Expo. The cow is wailing around, but Havos coming in there. He doesn't have to blink just yet. You have to remember this, Odd Style gonna get punished there, but no, the 4 stuff is kiting away in 10-second BKB. But never mind, the cow is down. Did you rock? Looking for something in there. The Mega Cleave's going in. Alusha down low. It's very tender right now. Has to be very careful. So Nico running away on a little bit of HP. The bear's gonna chase him down. Poor guy is gonna blink away. He 4 stuffs. He smokes. There will be no vision right now. So Nico gonna run away. We'll keep track of that middle fight later on. But no, so Nico Wizard is going to get out of there in time. Resolution, he says, alright, so where was I? Oh no, Havos 4! He's gonna get purified, he's gonna be healed up, he's fine. Dorado, but every center from Sonico gonna look to pick up Havos, but Havos is gonna have none of that. The hammer comes out, and there we go. Scorpion down. He tries to make the best
Ice
out of
Blast?
the bad situation. The Ice Blast. Oracle walks back into it. Havos very happily sidestepping that one. Roshan down low. Dendi still has that RP, but is he gonna go in the radius? But that's what I was talking about. That blink is gonna make things impossible here for Na'Vi, and even take him down real low. They might actually lose that bad. They will. And Havos, he He is going to wheel away at the first shot. No minus armor just yet, but it's gonna be dark close. The Natus right comes in. The RP does then he steal it. No, both already picked that up. Here comes the skewer, pushes them on the high ground, but then he's gonna have his face smashed in with Herbosa's fist, and that is revenge murdered on the top of the cliff. And Herbosa will be stuck there for a little while, but he has that blink dagger now. And X-Mo gonna charge away. Na'Vi not looking good in this game number 1, and we say they need to win this as well for safety. Because if they lose this one 2-0, they are they are in risk of being knocked out because their fate will no longer be in their hands. I might just be sprouting crap because I am looking at that table now. From what I see, Na'Vi have no more games after this, so this is the last chance they have at Altering Destiny. So if they lose 2-0 here, they will have 5 points. Empire will go to 5, and they still play Mama's Boys. So if they win even 1 point out of that, Na'Vi are dropped to 3rd place and out of Shanghai. So they have to play this game as carefully as possible, step this one up, and let Dandy do his magic in the late game resolution. Gonna find the Ice Blast, the Barrel Strike as well. They get a good pick on that Death Prophet. X-Mo in trouble. He's gonna run away. Is there going to be a route? No, sir. So unstoppable streak going all the way. Now he's gonna score a little bit of gold.
So they didn't use up the BKB charge on Death Prophet, so it wasn't a huge loss, but it was a lot of gold going in the way of Na'Vi. Most of it onto the Spirit Breaker, who is going to be able to make good use of it, but it would have been preferable if he got that gold onto Sonico. It's just that he's much more capable of transitioning that gold into something that's going to help out the team. So he'll be farming next to the bear. Look at the net worth chart. This is just enormous. Empire have 3 heroes leading the net worth chart. Then you have Na'Vi following up the next 3 positions. Lots of potential for Na'Vi to keep going through this game and getting those bigger items though. And you said high ground is still going to be a problem for Empire. And there's no item in the shop that Empire could buy to make high ground easier, unfortunately.
Alright, art style. Have his active scepter. Well, go for that Midas as some of the AAs do in the early game, so as a result now he is having some trouble picking up funds for that axe. I feel like that's going to be pretty big for him with all the safety, all the saving that Oracle has been doing. The Ice Blast is going to be really important. But Fire, they're going to be forcing things, but Didier Ross getting bigger by the second. He's got 3,000 gold already. He might already be saving for his rapier, I don't know.
Do you think so this early on? He's gonna have to play very cautious if he does try to save up a divine right now. But then again, if you look at Empire, they want to end the game soon, so it could be the play, but it could also not be the play. We'll see if it's gonna pay off if he goes for the divine.
Oh, we'll see. I'm not sure if he can afford it in time. They have this fight that they need to win desperately. The last few fights have not been good for them. Savage Roll once again, going to be causing some trouble. Those waiting to bounce in there with that Blink Dagger. He's bringing. There's the Yule Scepter very quick from Sonico. He can try run away in time. There's a quick he can get out. RP though. The Ice Blast is going to be missing, but the shaving, like I said, he's life frostbite effect. Everyone is caught in it. Close as well. He's not going to regen this. He will come without his ultimate, but that bear is still going ham in the middle of the team fight. The barrel from Sonic once again locks down the most. Mr. 4 going down. 3 heroes lost, and now we are going to run away here. And no fear, just teased out under the cover of smoke. That panic smoke being used, and once again, that team fight late game. Na'Vi shining once again on the back of that Natus team fight defense, and of course, Soneko's Ice Blast, Soneko's Barrel Strikes and the Ice Blast from Art Style just keeping things in check, knocking Empire the park, and Funnick escaping with his life there, but without his bear, I think.
Yes, the bear did perish. Oh, there's gonna be an Ice Blast, so they want to jump onto Funnick. So we'll see if Dendy's going to be able to start off this fight, or if it's going to be Sonico. They see Sonico, they're going to back up. It's too far to catch out Funnick. Shadow Blade onto Dendy. So he has another mode of initiation if he doesn't want to use the Blink or the Force Staff, or at least he has an escape mechanism as well, outside of those 2 items. So he's just going to be playing that sneaky Magnus. I presume Refresh Orb is going to be a major item pickup at some point. Hasn't really thought about investing in it yet. Yes.
Yeah. I think he doesn't. Well, first of all, he doesn't have the mana for it. I believe he probably doesn't have the mana for it. But the second thing, of course, maybe he favors the Shadow Blade first, giving him more options for initiation. Right now, his team fight one at back of 1 RP. The 2 RPs feel excessive. I think feel this way. But then if you know him as a player, he does like to go for all the items plays, like 4 stars, blink daggers. The more escapes, the more Yuki plays to be, the more fun he has. Oh no, of course, he's gonna go there. He immediately pops that BKB and smashes his old friend in the face. Exmo gonna run away. As that BKB will immediately TP out of this. Is there grip? No grip. And he will TP, but he is going to be down to a 90-second BKB charge as well as putting that on cooldown for 70 seconds right as Navi's tier 3 gets strengthened. So Dandy is gonna buy back if he has to go for it. Does not, so Empire are gonna test that theory right now. Double Ice Vortex art style hood. It's going to it is going to try and slow down this push. It will cause a lot of medical damage to be applied to anyone standing in it, so you'll have to be careful pushing up this choke point, but it looks like they'll be going in from 2 sides with Empire Phonic sending his bear right into the front of that. So Nico will stop himself in. That's a huge pass. That resolution gets back the ice blast, so he's a dead walking right now. But the BKB might have something to say about that. He is not regenning anything right now. Expo coming into the fight. Ice blast not lasting long enough, so he will heal back. Arts out, pounding away. The crit coming out. The BKB is force. The Storm Hammer though. He will come in and a CRP from Deadly. He skewers up a huge one. The Power Strike that follows. Phonic will fall. That 3-year-old's lost. Just when I thought Havos got out there in time, then he sweeps him back in and mops him up. Well, big team ultimate seems to be prevailing here for Na'Vi, and they hold their base once again. They do lose a melee Rex though, but they are at the point where I feel like it is not as big as an issue because the Ember Spirit can clear his waves with impunity now.
That was a beautiful fight for Na'Vi. They bought enough time for Tendi to come back. Just saw Nico with the plays on the Sand King. He's just consistently keeping Empire busy, slowing down the push. They still lost a Rax and a T3, but it was enough so that they didn't lose more than that. Because if they didn't contest them and they just let them push, they could have taken a T3 down bottom as well. But because the fight happened for so long, having to force the resolution back on the Death Prophet, they couldn't quite get all the damage that they wanted to. And they took they got an objective, but it wasn't as much as they would have liked. And losing that many heroes in the tail end of the fight as well, it really helps Na'Vi, because before the fight, there was a Daedalus picked up on Ditya, so he's going to start hitting incredibly hard, just because he's going to get those potential crits in. And if he decides to go for a Divine Rapier anytime soon, then Empire's got to watch out, especially if there's an RP online.
Yeah, the problem with Sven is that he does encourage a lot of grouping up with his team, and as a result, well, they can't get really punished with this, and Ember Spirit picking up a Blink Dagger is just wonderful because he can actually jump forward with his Blink and his ultimate now. So positioning is going to be really up there for the Ember Spirit. And we'll see how he does in the next team fight. I mean, he has been doing pretty good now. He's been patient, sitting at the back, and just cutting up the creep waves, using Sleight of Fist as much as possible in the team fights, instead of just putting his face right there to get smashed in. So Empire, it looked good for them, but it's starting to slip away, I feel. Na'Vi getting back the lead.
I don't want to count Empire out just yet, though. They still have a very, very good team fight lineup. And especially in Havos, if he can manage to get some really lucky crits himself, he's got the Crystallis picked up, he can really clear through Na'Vi heroes too. So it's just both sides. Whoever gets the initiation that they want, obviously going to have a much easier time when it comes to team fighting. And it looks like for now, Ditya's pushing the top lane. He will force a couple of Na'Vi TPs, or at least one. It's just going to be the Bane, but he already just remnants out. They're going to check Roshan. It is just respawned, so Na'Vi knows this is up. Empire just checked it. And it looks like Resolution may go for another check to see if it's up.
Alright, Resolution, Octarine Quarter. That's gonna be quite a heat for himself during the fights. Of course, that is if he doesn't get hit by the ice blasts. And those one team fight so far, Ancient Apparition halfway there to that Academ Scepter. And once that comes on, I feel like Empire have really little chance to win team fights.
Yeah, absolutely. Although you have to consider that their team fight doesn't really have that much healing outside of the Death Prophet Octarine as well as the Oracle heal. But again, it also prevents the False Promise from doing what it's supposed to do, heal you up double the amount of time. So it makes it a lot harder. And Havas gonna pop the God Strength and make sure he can take down Roche in time. But look at Na'Vi, they're gonna be coming in. They're coming in hot as well. So Nico, the first one to come through, gonna scout things out, silence stuff as well. And Roche not even halfway. So there's a huge opening for Na'Vi to try and jump onto Empire. The ghosts are up, BKB is up, and the charge in. They're going to jump onto her boss. He's got the BKB deployed. Force Promise going to keep her resolution relatively healthy. And in the meantime, in the Roche pit, Randendi with a RP. Here comes Vincere with the crits as well. Takes down 2. Resolution still fighting strong, but Sonico is going to hit him with his claws. The charge as well from Axmo. And this should be the death of the Death Prophet very soon. There's still the Ghost though, who's going to heal Resolution quite a bit, but that's going to be the end of the Death Prophet. She also foretells her own death. The bear going to be chasing Dandy, who Shadow Blade, can he get out? Who's going to get out by a tiny bit? No! Last second.
So,
but they
consolation
lose.
prize for Funnick.
And that's a free Roche now to Na'Vi because Empire weren't able to take it down in time. Did not respect Na'Vi's team fight.
Yeah, Dandy delivers again with another outstanding RP. And Axmo, gotta hand it to him. That's why Spirit Breaker's been picked. Just in that one fella down in team fights. BKB or not, you are staying out the fight for a good 6 seconds at least. More if they're 17% procs. But Na'Vi, they seem to be making a late game their game. Lose early game, lose the lane, but hey, we're all good because we come back. So Nico has Hex. Gonna be in trouble for him. He stalls time with the ult. There's the Hex here, the Burrow Shrine will fly. Trying to get something done. The Hex will cut it, will take a nice blast to the face, but isn't enough though. The charge comes out. It's gonna be in time. Expo, CM7. Oh, no. Time to go. As the Sven is back into the fight. So the Lone Druid will be sad, but 24 to 27, Na'Vi are looking really strong now.
And a lot of the team fights have either been in the Roche pit or high ground for Na'Vi. So that's their huge advantage, is that they're able to really capitalize on these small areas, whereas for Empire, not so much. They don't have any sort of spells that are huge AoE spells that's going to force Na'Vi to play very defensively. It's always been Na'Vi to be the aggressors, and we saw it be their burden, or you could say, during a couple of fights where they played too aggressive. But I think at this point, they sort of got the gist of the game. They know where they're going to fight strong. And at that point, they can just sort of sit back and wait for Empire to come to them. Because that's where most of the fights have been.
Yeah, I feel like Empire are not picking the right opportunities. I mean, yeah, I get their concern. They are afraid of this late game coming out from Na'Vi. They could actually maybe play a little bit safe, I feel. I think it's just a coin flip to them. It's like, alright, we're gonna try to get this Roshan, but we don't have medallions, we don't have any armor, so getting this Roshan, even with the God Strength, is gonna be slower. But they pray Na'Vi didn't see them coming. Maybe in sneak one, pull a fast one over Na'Vi's eyes. But Na'Vi has caught them every single time, so perhaps Empire, it's time for them to take a different option, get that smoke out, and for a target to pick off. Pick off a big key fighter in Na'Vi like Magnus, picking up the Sand King, taking out even the Spirit Break or the AA. Will be a huge deal.
You have to consider, though, is Na'Vi going to separate as a team now? Because they have the Aegis, and you would expect them to team fight. Ember will. So there could be a chance to get Ember. Not anymore, obviously. We have Dandy coming into the mid lane to scout things out, I presume. But
the MKB pretty cool because the Radiance, I think, and well, he doesn't want to build a Rapier just yet. Maybe turn that Demon Edge into a weapon, a better weapon, and Yara is doing quite a bit now. He's got 300 with the Empower and cleaving all around as well. The Battle Fury and Empower stacking up. Dandy is looking for targets. This is why you went Shadowblade first, I think. He loves this kind of thing. Scouts it out. Both knows he's being chased, and oh no! That's one time. Both though is going to lose life through that BKB though. Maybe not. We have Spirit Breaker. Running away from that bear, but Sonic goes too fast, too furious, gets her push. The grid goes across the Alpha Wolf, and her both slammed down in the face. Didira actually gets the kill, secure, and the Hex on that bear, skewer as well, and that's gonna be a dead bear. The 300 buck again to that Sand King. So Sonico making some great play here so far.
Yeah, I don't think Havost is showing much respect to Navi at that point. Everyone had already TP'd home, except for him. And you have to think, if you're by yourself, you are going to have a huge red target on your head. So, Havost getting picked off like that, he just gets punished for, I could say, not respecting Navi at this point. You're around the mid lane. He's got 2 supports, or at least Dandy as well as Artstyle sitting behind him to sort of keep him safe. Maybe they can even play aggressive if they want to, but we've only got 3, not 4. Town be taken down. And Ira wants to play aggressive, gets 1 crit, gets 2. Oh, he just blows up the Oracle, Elusha. Well, there used to be an Oracle there, not so much anymore.
Yep, and for you guys wondering, I just switched up the stream, just restarted the stream, put on that delay, so that yeah, so you guys were telling me about that. So yep, put up the delay, it's 2 minutes, so it should be up in a bit. Well, chat will have to panic about this, but yeah, we did miss a kill in the Oracle. Navi still leading the charge there. They are taking back the map for themselves. You know, they were a racks down a few minutes ago, but now Dandy is sitting pretty with all his items. The Amber Spirit at 24,000, and look, Nico, he's sanking practically a core, 18,000 net worth.
You have to show respect to Sonico. If the Sanking's in the pool, you have to be prepared. Do we have a lineup that can deal with the Sanking? Or, in other words, a Sonico Sanking? So, Rush has the Aegis has expired, I presume. It's going to be having the regen, but there we go. They're going to bring back the bear. There's a start. Immediately to Ira. Is he going to blow off? No, it's not enough. He's silent. They do get the Ember Spirit. He's going to drop it as well as Artstyle. Going to be gripped up. Gem on the deck. Sonico, he needs to make something happen. Unfortunately, he is just a Sanking. He can't really do that much. RP going to connect onto everything. Here comes Ira's come back in. Can they get the crits? They've got a custom so far, but Ira's hesitating in the team fight. Resolution still alive. Silence is there. They need to prevent this Death Prophet from killing off Ira again. Yule's buying time. The bear's gonna come back as well. And looks like this should be the end. No, he gets the Ember Spirit again. That's a dieback. Resolution's still alive. Oh my goodness, that's a complete disaster for Navi. Now the bear's chasing Axmo. Yule's from Sonic are gonna keep his ally alive, and Phonic can't really do too much in this chase, but 105 seconds off the map. Empire make anything happen. Look at the lines. The lines drawn up by Sonico. They're saying, defend the base.
Yeah, they say go in
base.
Right now. And right, so yeah, I needed to switch the stream up. Sorry about that. But yeah, for you guys just turning back on. Hopefully you caught a lot of that fight. I kept the camera on it. Phonic. He's looked to tear some bases down. I mean, that fight was really surprising for Navi. They jumped in and re-jumped in after losing a few key heroes in the early initiation. Ira not careful with where his agent was, and losing it right as Empire knew when to strike, and immediately losing his life as well. So losing a second time did not matter. Now 40 seconds on the sidelines. Are they going to lose their game because of this? Big deal. If they drop this game most, I blink. It's not a blink forward, it's a blink backwards.
I need to buy 30 seconds. Can they buy 30 seconds?
Oh! I've lost as well, but that's going to be it on the Death Prophet of Sonico, taking a lot of hits. Down is there. Buyback, yes, he is going buyback into the spike. The eyes still everything. Is it going to shatter some targets? No, it's not. There's no agony on this hero. Spirit Breaker going in onto the both one here, but they're finding some radiant. They're pushing through that Death Prophet open. Not enough. Expo goes down. The buyback has been expected. Sonico does a little bit for his team, but it's not enough if they lose another side of ranks with that costly mistake from Ira, causing them another side of barracks. So this is going to be their last lifeline here for Navi. Are they going to be able to hold the line here?
It was just that mid-fight over next to Empire's base. If Ira did not die there, or if he didn't die back, it wouldn't have ended like this. So it just goes to show that if Navi lose Ira, they don't have the damage output to contest with Empire. Because at this point, they put everything into the Ira basket. He is their only late game source compared to Empire, who has a Sven, a Lone Druid, and a Death Prophet to sort of hold hands in case one of them goes down. So the game's really tough for Navi, and it's a lot of pressure onto Ira to perform and to make sure that he is able to do what he's supposed to do.
Right, resolution They're gonna try and sneak up Soneko here. And they might actually get him. Yep, Soneko. It's going to be silenced up. Is there Yulsep to bail him out there? He's gonna use. Is there gonna be a flick away in time? Yes, a power strike. He gets hexed though. He is still gonna get out. There is no way to get him out of there.
Oh, right next to the
Lucia,
Oracle.
does he have to push? He doesn't have it. No, he gets out. He buys so much space. 5 years charging for him. Now, Navi. They have one last to defend. Can they do it?
Oh, can they do it? This is such a tough call to make. It depends on who gets the initiation first. There is Da'ira up for Navi. That's the damage up. It's just last time there was no Da'ira, and there was just no pressure for Empire. So this time, still gotta be careful. Need to show respect. And Da'ira just gonna do what he needs to. Just go continuously throw out the Sleight of Fist. Gonna start a resolution. Pops a Glimmer Cape from his supports. This send the Savage Roar just to send Sonico back a little bit. Silence is deployed. Empire, they're taking it slow now. This is the final racks. They're in no rush. They can just slow push this T3 if they want to, but here we go. BKB by Axmo. Sonico coming in. He gets Nightmare. He's not able to do anything. There he goes. He's going to jump straight onto Elosion, but there's the Fiend's Grip as well. And the boss is actually going to throw up immediately. Then lose the Sand King, though. 1-for-1 so far. Da'ira silenced up. He might drop. That's going to be it. There's no Ember Spirit. Now Navi. They've only got 3 left. And I don't think this is going to be enough. The rats will definitely go down. And it looks like this first game, GG is called Empire, securing the first game of this best-of-2 series. Now Navi's place is no longer secured in the brackets.
Yeah, they are actually in quite a bit of trouble if they drop one more game. They are almost certain to be out. Navi have one more chance to tie up this series to 6-4, and then if Empire owes Mama's boys, they will actually force a tiebreaker. So Navi have put themselves in a precarious position here by losing this game. They are going to be fighting for their tournament lives here in the Shanghai Majors. And well, that's game number 1. Going to be in the back of a Team Empire. We'll be right back. There is, I think BTS 1 is going to be covering the next Empire Navi game. So we are going to maybe hop to Vega, or we'll see if we'll jump into game 2 just to finish this series up. But guys, thanks for watching. We'll be right back with game 2. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Much love and Kappa.